this, Jesus went to the farther side of the Sea of Galilee. That is the Sea of Tiberias. And a great crowd was following him because they had seen the signs which he continually performed upon those who were sick. And Jesus walked up the mountainside and sat down there with his disciples. Now the Passover, the feast of the Jews, was approaching. And Jesus looked up then, and seeing a vast multitude was coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where are we to buy bread so that all these people may eat?" He said this to test him, for he knew what he was about to do.
Right.
And Philip answered him, 200 pennies, or $40 worth, of bread is not enough that everyone may receive even a little. Another of his disciples, Andrew, which was Simon Peter's brother, said to him, "There's a little boy here who has with him 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. But what are they among so many people?" And Jesus said, "Well, make the people sit down." Now the ground was covered with a thick grass at that spot, and the men threw themselves down, about 5,000 men in number. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and then the disciples to the reclining people. So also he did with the fish, as much as they wanted. And when they had all had enough, he said to his disciples, "Gather up now the fragments, the broken pieces that are left over, so that nothing may be lost and wasted." So accordingly they gathered them up, and they filled 12 small hand baskets with fragments left over by those who had eaten from the 5 barley loaves. So today I want to focus on this verse 12. And it says, when they had all had enough, he said to his disciples, "Gather up now the fragments, the little broken pieces that are left over, so that nothing may be lost and wasted."
Amen.
Now, some scholars estimate that there were around 10,000 people present who ate of those 2 fish and 5 loaves. Because what the Bible records is the 5,000, but they were talking about just the men. So some scholars believe it was about 10,000 people there to feed off of 5 little barley loaves, 2 fish. Okay? And we know how it is at an outdoor event. Just think of a picnic or something, but a crowded outdoor event where people are eating. And I'm sure after they had their fill, they were just tossing and throwing the leftovers away, throwing them to the side, scraps, just wherever. And you know why they were doing that? Because they didn't see any value in the scraps.
Okay.
To them, it was just something to be thrown away. But obviously, Jesus had a different perspective. For he instructs his disciples to go throughout that massive crowd of folks and gather up fragments. He said, "Don't you leave those fragments there. Go gather them up so that nothing will be lost." So, Jesus specializes in dealing with fragments, broken, torn pieces of a whole. Pieces where we as mere mortals, we don't see any value. I want you to open these little bags. Y'all see it? Y'all see what I got in here? These are just, all right? And this is the stuff, y'all, Jesus was saying,
Go get it. Gather it.
go get it. Pick it up. Fragments. Okay, babies, Don't you all leave them messy. Somebody just take clean up, all right? Let me do the dumping. It's enough to have one place to clean. You don't want to clean all over the church, all right? All right, well, this is what they had. And Jesus was saying what?
Gather.
And y'all know fitness well. If y'all see this, what y'all gonna be ready to do? Because we don't see no use for it.